enabling a faster recovery from vigorous activities. Initially, compression clothing was developed for the treatment of patients with thrombosis. But when they were found to boost blood circulation flow to the extremities of the body, sports scientists began to take notice and take a closer look at the effects of compression clothing on athletic performance. The goodness of fit compression sleeves with turtleback knee pads could be yours today for an affordable recent launch price on Amazon.com. But can compression clothing truly enhance your performance? In 2003, a research study published in the Journal of Sports Science demonstrated that explosive sprint athletes wearing compression shorts suffered less muscle vibration during the landing phase, and were able to increase their counter movement jump heights compared with when using ordinary shorts. The same study shows evidence that these benefits occurred as a result of enhanced perception of joint movement and spatial location via neutral feedback, also known as proprioception. More recent research also indicates that compression clothing may confer a physiological advantage during submaximal exercise. In a study on 6 endurance-trained runners, scientists looked at the effects of compression tights on oxygen cost while running at speeds between 10 to 16 kilometers per hour for 15 minutes. The findings were as follows. At 12 kilometers per hour, the oxygen cost of running in compression tights was less than in ordinary shorts, with similar but non-significant trends noted at other speeds. At 80%, significantly lower when wearing compression stockings. However, the researchers speculated that this could also have been as a result of the stockings causing retention of lactate in the muscles rather than enhanced lactate removal. Either of the two outcomes enhanced a faster recovery. Meanwhile, a New Zealand study looked at the effects of compression clothing on immediate 36 and 84-hour recovery in elite rugby players by measuring a marker of muscle called creatine kinase. Compared to contrast water therapy and low-intensity active cool-down, compression clothing was equally effective in lowering blood creatine kinase levels at all of the time points and significantly better than passive recovery or normal rest. This could be especially advantageous for athletes who, for whatever reason, are unable to undergo an active cool-down after training or competition. Similar measurements of reduced muscle damage markers when wearing compression clothing have been obtained from studies on 2 sets eccentric action arm curl and exercises in untrained men and women. In both cases, post-exercise swelling and soreness were reduced, and the subjects were also able to increase the rate of recovery in the second set. Try the only truly calibrated compression sleeves with a one-of-a-kind turtleback protection for your knee. Click below. Does compression clothing hinder certain aspects of exercise performance? Powerlifters have long used extreme compression wraps around certain joints for stability and to enhance 1-rep max lifting capability. The levels of compression used in the new generation of compression clothing is much lower, but there exists the possibility that even small amounts of external resistance from this type of clothing could add to energy cost of higher rep and endurance exercise and so affect performance. To further investigate, U.S. scientists measured the external resistance produced by compression clothing during 3 sets of 50 knee extension, flexion movements, and squatting at 70% of 1-rep max. They concluded that the levels of compression typically provided by compression clothing were not detrimental to force production or to the energy costs during extended work in the muscles involved. In fact, the opposite may even be true, as other studies have indicated that compression shorts and tights can assist the eccentric action of the opposing muscles, e.g. in the hamstrings when running, at the end of the recovery phase. Moreover, yet more studies have indicated that compression clothing may even enhance exercise performance by increased cooling as a result of an increased transfer of sweat from the skin to the surface of the clothing where the evaporation can take place. This brings us to the third and most important feature of goodness of fit compression sleeves and turtleback knee pads, the sweat wicking function. These sleeves draw sweat non-stop from the skin surface of the sleeve fabric, resulting in almost immediate evaporation, cooling the skin, and thereby guaranteeing the athlete's comfort. Try the one-of-a-kind goodness of fit compression sleeves now on Amazon and get 10% off using coupon code RAND77ZA at checkout on Amazon.com.